Hi everyone, thank you so much for tuning in today. So, today I'll be showing you how to make this whipped sow butter. So, sow butter is a bit of an understated butter, but it is a wonderful addition to lotions, creams, and body butters. So, it has wonderful qualities that would really convert you because when melted, this butter feels just like argan oil. It is velvety smooth and it's very restorative. It comes from the Indian subcontinent and it covers a large surface area where it is grown, and it is obtained from the seed of the sow tree, so also known as the Shoria robusta. That's what they call the sow butter. Today I'll also be adding some oils to the mix. This is some seed buckthorn oil and some strawberry seed oil. So I'm pairing the butter mostly with other seed oils just to see if that makes it perform better, and that's some vitamin E. And I'll be using some grapefruit essential oil in the mix. So I'll be talking more about one of the oils that I'll be using mostly. So this is mostly like sow pomegranate whipped butter because I'll be using a lot of the pomegranate seed oil to balance it out. Pomegranate seed oil is a unique oil as well, and it does have a lot of anti-inflammatory properties and also some anti-aging qualities. It is a very unique oil, not very common, but you definitely need this because it acts like castor oil, but not as greasy. It's obtained from the seeds of the pomegranate. So pomegranates are not just delicious, but they also help with skin and hair. So you can take it internally, but then the oil, I sell it mostly for skin and hair on the website. It does contain a lot of fatty acids. It contains also some palmitic acids and stearic acid. And it's something that you definitely need to explore just to see how it would work for you. It has omega 6 and palmitic acid, which makes it very hydrating and helps your skin avoid any looks of flakiness and dryness. So I just mixed it with some strawberry seed oil there, and you see how it formed a bit of a film just because of how the texture is. So that's the sour butter when it's melted down. That's the color that it comes with, like a light yellow color. And I'll just be following my procedure how I normally make my wheat butters. I would refrigerate it for a little bit. After adding a part of the oil to the mix, I always reserve some just in case the butter gets harder in texture than what I want, so I can loosen it up as I go along. So I'll be adding some oil here, and I just want to see how the oil blends with the sow seed butter melted down. It's even though pomegranate seed oil has this thickness to it, it has a high level of viscosity, but when you try to incorporate it with this seed butter, it eventually melts in and incorporates nicely. So that should tell you a bit about how it works when you blend it into skincare or hair care. So it's highly sought after for hydration of the hair. Because of its density, you can always just incorporate it into your hair butters and skincare whipped butters and things like that. So this is how it looked in the end after I brought it out of the refrigerator, and I'll go ahead and add some vitamin E oil, which I like to add to my whipped butters, and I'll be adding grapefruit essential oil as well to this mixture. So just notice how the butter looks when it comes out of the refrigerator. So it doesn't have this glassy look to it. It's already really soft and buttery. So I went ahead to whip it up. I should have waited a little bit, but then that's fine. So one of the things you should take note of is when you bring out the butter from the refrigerator, you want to give it a little bit of time to just adjust to the room temperature where you are. But this butter is so velvety. So that's one of the things I learned about sour butter. The reason I added it to our lineup, we've been selling it for over 5 years. The reason I added it is because of how it is a bit of a more affordable alternative to pricier oils like agate nut oil. So agate nut oil is known to soften the skin and prevent premature aging of the skin, but it's really expensive, and incorporating it to soaps and everything you do might get a bit pricey. So you can just use sour butter as an alternative, and you can see how velvety this looks. I know you can feel it, but yeah, that's how it looks. It's so velvety. It looks like icing, and it's really smooth. So if you melt your sour butter and you bring it next to argan oil, they would feel the same because of the velvety characteristics of both of these natural products. So I just went ahead to whip it a bit more, and it just blends in nicely, as you can see. So I went ahead to add some oils here. I'm adding some sea buckthorn oil because I wanted to look a bit off yellow. Not, I wasn't wanting it to be completely yellow. I just wanted a bit of a tint. And that's one of the things you can achieve with these vibrant oils like sea buckthorn oil and buriti oil. You can use it to tint your butters, or you can just leave it as is. It was looking really pretty the way it was looking, but I just wanted to see that contrast, which is also nice to look at. Yeah, I'm just continuing to whip it up, and that's it. So if you would like to try Sal seed butter, we sell it on the website and also on Amazon. And it's a very affordable butter. You can buy it in bulk on our website, and it's very high quality. I really recommend adding this to your soap making kit, and you would definitely be happy that you did. So that's pretty much it. I just went ahead to continue to add more sea buckthorn oil to the mix. So when you start out, you just want to start out with a little quantity and just top it up as you go along. Don't go ahead and pour a ton of oil, because then once you add it, you cannot remove it. So you want to just top it up, and once you get when you get the shade that you like, you can then just pause. So this is what it's looking like. I went ahead to put it in this jar, and I hope you've enjoyed this video. I do show a bit of a small clip in the end, and stay tuned for that. So that's the whipped butter. I was just wanting to show you how it melts on the skin very easily. It's a non-greasy feeling butter. We all know how to make the butters look less greasy, but that's it. Bye. Hi everyone, thank you so much for tuning in today. So today I am showing you how to infuse amla powder into some oils that are very beneficial for hair growth. So amla powder on its own is very beneficial for hair growth as it contains some vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants that can stimulate hair growth. So I will be adding a bunch of oils. So this is black seed oil and some rosemary essential oil. And we have our blend of wonderful carrier oils that are known to promote hair growth. There's castor oil and a bunch of other oils in there. Be sure to try it. It's really great. So amla powder does contain a lot of hair stimulating properties, and a lot of people have used this even right here on YouTube to show how they achieved incredible hair growth. So I'm adding it to these my oils just to fortify the benefits. So that's fractionated coconut oil. I like to use this oil when I'm infusing Ayurvedic powders just because it absorbs very quickly and nicely. So I just add some heat and begin to do the infusion process. So this powder, I ordered it online and it's very powdery. So you can actually get away with just adding it into the oil, but you will get a bit more residue. So that's why I'm just doing this step to make sure that as much as possible there is no particles left in the mix, even though I still got some sediments, but not enough to form any kind of buildup in the hair. So amla powder is known to actually reduce premature graying, which is something that most people don't like. Obviously, as you get older, you want to slow down the aging process as much as possible if you can. It's a blessing to age, but if the gray hairs can be kept away for as long as possible, that would be great. So I'm adding the oil blend. So we do have castor oil in that oil blend. It ends up being a greenish color because we have grapeseed oil, avocado oil, and a bunch of wonderful oils that promote hair growth. So black seed oil, which I'm showing here, is an oil that is really understated when it comes to hair growth. It promotes incredible hair growth because of the properties it contains. It contains some fatty acids that are known to stimulate the follicles. It's been used extensively over the years, actually, to promote hair growth, preventing balding, and it fights inflammation that is known to promote hair loss. So it's a very good hair loss remedy. That's why I'm adding it into this blend. It's one of the oils that I use most in this blend because of the antibacterial qualities that it has. So if you use it on your scalp, you'll find out that it helps to keep any scalp problems, itching, unnecessary shedding. It does keep it at bay. So that's why I'm adding it to the mix. And that's, of course, rosemary essential oil, which is a staple in my hair care regimen. It's been known to promote hair growth even by dermatologists. They have found that it does help with hair growth, and we carry the organic version of rosemary essential oil. So be sure to check it out on our website. Check out the black seed oil, which is also known as cumin seed oil. You can just look these oils up and you'll find out that they are well known to promote hair growth and prevent hair loss problems and unnecessary thinning of the hair. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. It's a very simple DIY, and I hope you get all the ingredients from our website and make yours today. Thank you and have a good day. Bye. Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in today. Today, I will be showing you a classic whipped mango butter recipe You can just buy your mango butter and make a bunch for your friends and family this holidays. So this is a beautiful gift that you can give someone. And you can see our mango butter, it is pure and it's processed using organic clays to filter impurities. So you can definitely rely on our mango butter. And I will be adding some muru muru butter just because I want it to be soft in the end. And I will be adding some cocoa butter. So already when you can see the number of butters I'm adding and the caliber of butters I'm adding, then you know what my end product will look like. So there's cocoa butter, which definitely adds a thick and fluffy end product. And I will be adding some cranberry seed oil and some pumpkin seed oil and some of our black castor oil. And I will be adding some essential oils, and that's entirely your choice what you want to add. And I'll be melting it down here as you can see. So when I'm making the seed butter, I like to just pair it up with seed butters. With seed oils. So I'm adding pumpkin seed, cranberry seed. So cranberry seed oil is such a pure oil, and it has a balanced amount of omega-3 and omega-6 fatty acids, which makes it very superior in its moisturizing and nourishing characteristics. So I've just added the black castor oil, I believe. And blending oils is always so much fun. I just like to see different colors of oils just mixed together. Making whipped butters and DIY skincare is such a relaxing and rewarding and satisfying experience. So I would definitely encourage you to look into it. If you are not doing your own skincare yourself, definitely look into it. So I'm adding, I believe, the pumpkin seed oil here. So the color is sort of similar to black castor oil. It has that very dark brown color, and pumpkin seed oil is very rich and I believe beta carotene. So the pumpkin itself is very rich in beta carotene, so that's what gives it that dark orange color. So I grow pumpkins in my garden, and I'm always so excited to harvest just one pumpkin because it's such a big fruit, and you just feel like you've done something really great when you were able to harvest just one pumpkin. So here you can see I'm adding the cranberry seed oil. So cranberry seed oil is very rich in omega-3 and omega-6 fatty acids. I believe it has a balanced amount of the oil, so that makes it very good for moisturizing, and it has a very superior nourishing benefit for the skin and hair because of this omega fatty acid composition. So it is a very nutrient dense oil, and it's good for face care, body care, and it just works great for skincare in general and personal hygiene products. So I've just obviously put it in the refrigerator and brought it out. Those are the steps that I usually go through with my butters. It's only in very rare cases that I do not melt them down, especially in the summer months. In the summer months, you can get away with not even melting the butters, just mash it down and whip it up. That would be a very quick fix. So here I'm just adding some of our organic face and body oil because I always like to set aside some oils while I'm whipping up the butters, just to make sure that I'm able to continue working with the butter and that I'm able to get the texture that I want. So I always recommend setting aside some oils and adding the oils as you go on, just like I've done here. So I have another video where I make whipped mango butter. Here I'm just making a simple batch because I want people to be able to just make this for the holidays. So I've had a bunch of videos suggesting several holiday gifts that you can make at home for friends and family this holidays. So this one would also make a very good addition to your gift lists. So everyone just likes nice smelling handmade gifts. I remember before I started my business, I used to just love anything handmade. So I find lotion bars, handmade lotion, handmade bath bombs, and everything to me just looked so much more beautiful and pricey when it's handmade. So imagine just whipping up this butter and into a soft, velvety, smooth, fluffy whipped butter and adding some nice essential oil and making this for your mom or your dad or your kids or your friends and giving it to them this holidays. I'm sure they would really appreciate it. So mango butter is usually a go-to for many people when it comes to their skincare needs. So the fact that it doesn't have nuts is icing on the cake. So here I've just decided to add some color using our buriti oil, and you can also just order this oil to color the butter just to add some little bit of touch to your butter, just a touch of just a little bit of oomph if that even makes sense. Okay, well, that is just a suggestion and you don't have to add anything. Just whip up your butter, add some nice essential oil, fragrance oil, and it's good to go. So I'm not piping yet these days, so I just put it in the jars and it is ready and done. I hope you enjoy this very simple whipped mango recipe, and I'll have the exact measurements and ingredients in the description box so you can try this holidays. Hope you enjoy and have a great day. Thank you for watching. Bye. Hi everyone, thank you so much for tuning in today. Today I'll be showing you how to make this lovely face cream at home. So if you love DIY recipes, be sure to like and subscribe to my channel because I put out 2 videos a week about different kinds of DIYs. So today I'm starting with this tamanu butter. So tamanu butter is a mixture of tamanu oil and shea oil. So shea oil here is not just melted shea butter, but it's the olein, which is the liquid fat that has been extracted from the shea butter. So it's mixed with tamanu oil to yield tamanu butter. So secondly, I'll be using mango butter. So that's our mango butter there, the 2-pound size. We sell it on the website, and you will find these ingredients on the website. And rose hip oil here, it is unrefined and has this beautiful color to it. I'll be showing that next. And the vitamin E oil is also an ingredient in this face cream, together with our cranberry seed oil, which has a mixture of a blend of omega-3 and omega-6 fatty acids in the same proportion that makes it very special and anti-inflammatory. We also sell this blend of 12 virgin organic carrier oils on the website. I'm also adding some marula oil. It's known as liquid gold. It's a very exotic, luxurious oil that can be used comfortably on the face. And I'll be adding lavender essential oil. You can leave this out if you want, or you can add it in. That's optional. So I will be proceeding to mix up the oils. So our rose hip oil is known to be a very nice oil for moisturizing the face. It doesn't clog the pores. It's anti-inflammatory for the face, and it does come with a characteristic golden color to it. And normally this oil is used in different of our in many of our handmade recipes because of the luxurious nature of it. So here I'm just showing the color of the rose hip oil. So obviously I have the oils in bulk, so I just try to show you what it looks like on here. So I will be proceeding to melt down the butters, and I will incorporate all the oils together, and we'll go from there. So you can see the amount of mango butter I'm using compared to the tamanu butter. So the tamanu butter and the mango butter, they are in equal proportions, just because I want to make sure that the cream has a good balance of vitamin C in it. So the butters and oils that I chose today have a good concentration of vitamin C in them naturally, and this makes them great for the face because they do not clog pores and they're anti-inflammatory. So when it comes to skincare, hair care, I just want to stick with oils and butters that are anti-inflammatory because I don't want any acne and skin problems. So I've just blended the oils together, and I'll proceed to set it aside inside the refrigerator for a while until it comes together nicely. So I've just brought it out of the refrigerator, and you can see it just has this beautiful color when you blend everything together, and it's very soft and almost like a lotion, but you just don't need to add any preservative to it. So it would still get a little bit stiff, but not to the point where you would not be able to get anything out. And I do like the fact that it looks like an Olean, just a glassy look that it has to it. So all you need to do is just use a little bit before bedtime, and you wake up to bright and moisturized skin, because the oils and butters, they are very rich in linoleic acid, which just suits the skin and moisturizes the skin. So when it comes to face creams and face butters or oils, I like to use products that are known for also being anti-aging. So they just help the skin to maintain its natural moisture balance, as well as just retaining that supple feel and look. So I've noticed that when you go for products that have no oils, your skin ends up even giving out more oil, so your skin ends up looking more oily. But when I go for products that have oils, there was a time I was just using our face and body oil alone on my skin, and my skin was always matte. So it's when you use naturally oily products, your skin would realize that, well, I don't need to release more oil. I'm already balanced and things like, I don't know if it makes sense, but that's been my experience. So I'm not a dermatologist, but it's just my personal experience. And oily products definitely make some people break out, so you might need to test these kinds of recipes first before just applying it all over your skin. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching. Bye. Hi everyone, thank you so much for tuning in today. Today I'll be showing you how to make whipped shea butter, and starting with the butters that we use. So we have a bunch of butters that we use that work best with the shea powder, and this is kupuasu butter. The first one was kokum butter, and we have muru butter. You can see it's a soft butter, and we have mango butter, and we have sal butter. So one of the ways to balance out your butters is to add a blend of soft and add butters just to make sure you have a nice texture in the end. So we do add a bunch of oils just to fortify the strengthening characteristics of the chebe powder. And we have a hair growth oil, we have vitamin E oil, and we have black cumin seed oil that we add to this recipe. And we do have a bunch of oils in this recipe, and I cannot list everything, but I've gone ahead to add a bunch of it, and that's what I'll be using in the recipe. So our hair massage oil is a blend of 12 organic carrier oils already. And then when you add oils like baobab oil, you have black cumin seed oil. These are very strengthening anti-inflammatory oils on their own, and they just help to strengthen the hair, the entire length of the hair. So I will go ahead here and infuse the chebe into the oil. So I've chosen extra virgin olive oil, which is an oil that can withstand some heat without breaking down. So that is the oil that I'm using to infuse the chebe powder. So some people just add it into a cheese bag and dunk it into the oil when the oil is warm, but I like to incorporate the chebe completely into the oil. So I put in the powder in the oil and then I warm it up, and then that way I just get a nicely infused oil. So you can see how it's just darkened the oil, and as it blends into the lighter melted butters there. So I had gone ahead and melted all the butters. So I have a full video where I also made this chebe butter a few years back actually. So this is just an updated recipe. So some people ask about the ingredients that I use. So because I use a lot of ingredients, then if you would like to replicate something like this, then you just have to add those same ingredients in smaller quantities if you're not making a large batch. So but if you have your own handmade store, then you can just go ahead and use this exact recipe, because you'll be able to make about 13 8-ounce jars of the chebe butter with the recipe. So I use this personally on my hair. I had mentioned here that I was experiencing a lot of shedding after my last baby, and I just decided to start using chebe butter. So yes, I am on the chebe journey, and it's been really great because my hair has absolutely changed, and I've noticed a lot of thickening, and I am so happy that I did not cut my hair, because I was getting a bit tired. I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna cut everything and start afresh. And that will be the third time, because I cut my whole hair. I did another big chop in 2018, so that would be me starting over again, like the third time. But I'm so happy I didn't do that. So after I added the blended oil into the melted butters, I had allowed it to stay in the refrigerator for a little bit, but I did not allow it to become too solid, just because I used thick butters as well as softer butters. So I wanted to start the process a bit earlier, just so I'm able to use my stand mixer more easily. So as you can see how the texture just looks, it looks really nice. I like how the butter is being whipped, and I just like the look of it and the texture and how it turned out. However, if you stop at this stage, don't just start piping the butters, because it does settle down a little bit, as you can see. So when I make these butters in bulk, I do not just pipe it. I allow it to sit for a while before I start the piping process. So this is how it turned out, and I absolutely love it. Let me know if you have made cherry butter and if you will use this recipe. Have a wonderful day. Thank you. Bye. Hello everyone. I have another DIY holiday gift idea for you to try, and it is a moisturizing lip color. So I'm not gonna call this a lipstick because I I don't think it's a lipstick, but it does great just to add some color to the lips, and it is moisturizing because of all the ingredients in here. So I do have cocoa butter unrefined, and I have some unrefined organic coconut oil, some kupuasu butter, some tukuma butter, some candelilla wax, and some cranberry seed oils. So very nourishing ingredients here. And you can totally make this with, you can totally have a mold and then add it into this container and use it as a lipstick if you prefer to apply that way. So we're going ahead to add the ingredients, and I've just added some clay because I feel this clay would reduce the amount of oiliness that this lipstick would give out. So it wouldn't exactly lead to a matte finish, but it would make it less oily. And this clay is not toxic in any way. Some people actually eat clay, so this is not toxic. And I would just go ahead and melt the ingredients down. So this is a vegan lip color, and you can totally make this as a gift this holidays. And I would be adding some cranberry seed oil, which is very good for moisturizing. It has a balanced amount of omega-3 and omega-6 fatty acids, which gives it some superior moisturizing, nourishing benefits. And now with the dry weather, the cold winter, your lips will definitely need all the love it can get, and this moisturizing lip color is just great. So I will be adding a touch of color. So I'm using iron oxide, which is shown by the FDA to be non-toxic and allowed actually to be used in coating medicine and used in coating food ingredients and etc. So you can definitely feel free to use this. It is not toxic in any way. And I'm just going ahead to add the clay. So if you want the color to be a lot more vibrant, then maybe add more of the color, because even though it's showing like it's very red, people have different undertones to their skin color. So if you apply this on your lip, it can give a different color from somebody else. So there's always that background color that people's skin carry, even though you may not be able to see it. So a red lipstick may not show as red on a certain person, or you could show as red on a different person based on the natural color of your lips and the undertones of your lips as well. So I will be adding this into this container, and I will be applying this with a lip brush. So I'm not going to apply it as the lipstick. It could totally go into a mold and be used as a lipstick because it does have a very good hold after it dried, but I just prefer to use it like this and apply it with a lip brush. So the color is so vibrant, and I really like how it's looking. This would make a lovely holiday gift, and I'm just demonstrating how it looks on my own lip, and it could definitely be a different color on a different person's lip, and it depends on the colorant that you decide to use. This definitely gave a nice color, which I like. I already have lots of lipstick. I have red lipsticks, and I wanted something that wasn't completely red. So this looks like a off brown color, and I really like that it is an everyday wear lip color, because then I don't like wearing makeup. So this definitely worked great, and I can wear it every day, and it looked really good at moisturizing for my lips. I hope you try this holidays. Hope you find this helpful. Have a great day and thank you so much for watching. Bye. Hello everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in today. Today I'm showing you how to use black soap for your face and for your hair. So that's right, you don't need to use any other thing to have smooth and soft skin, but black soap and cleansing oils. And I'm going to show you how I make mine. So I use a bunch of cleansing oils that we sell, and these oils are known to nourish the skin and to rejuvenate the skin. So usually soaps are known to strip the skin or the hair of natural oils. So all you need to do is to make sure to add back these oils into the hair at the same time as you're cleansing these parts of your body, your skin and your hair. So first of all, I will be starting with the soap itself, and these oils I'm showing, I use some for face and then I use some for my hair. Of course, I do not use organic castor oil on my face, so I split it, and this is my container that I use to make my hair shampoo, and I've just finished it, so I need to make more, and that's the one I use for my face. So I basically just melt it down and I add in the oils. So this is one of the reasons why we don't bother to sell a shampoo. So on our website you will find leave-in conditioner, deep conditioner, but you would not find a shampoo because most of our customers actually just order the black soap and use it to make their own shampoo, I believe. And I'm gonna show you how I make mine, and you just have to know what oils work best with you. I know some people don't like coconut oil at all, so you just take that out of your shampoo. Most of the shampoos you find in the market today, they do have coconut oil and a bunch of other oils. Some have shea nut butter and other products that may not work for somebody. It may work for another person, but it may not work for you. So in order to customize your own hair care or your own skin care, you can just add in the oils that you really like and that you're sure work for you. So here I am just cutting the soap into little bites, into little bits so that they can be melted more quickly. Just add in some warm water and start the melting process. So it's not a quick one. So what I do, once I just melt a little bit, I just add it into these containers, and you just have to add it in. And then first of all, I add in some of the oils that I use. So I use our organic face and body oil, I use cranberry seed oil, and I use lemon essential oil, and I think I add some coconut nut oil. So all those oils that are good for cleansing the skin, I add it in for my facial cleanser, and then I add in the soap, and I just add in essential oils like I said, and then I shake it and I just leave it to continue the melting process. So I do the same thing for the hair for the hair shampoo that I make. So I just showed you how I make the face one. For the hair one, I add in organic black castor oil. I add in more dense oils because my hair is really thick, and these oils really help to seal in the moisture so that it's not stripped after a wash. However, when I want to really do a deep cleanse of my hair, I normally use sulfate shampoos just to make sure my hair is well cleansed. It's not really necessary. I've not used a sulfate shampoo for a while now because this just does a great job, and I'll show you a demonstration of the suds. It just suds like crazy, and you can see me trying to wash my hair on the left, I like to sometimes just wash my hair when it's in braids. And for my face, you can see despite all the oils that I added, it still suds a lot and it's a very good cleanser. Once I wash it off, my skin just doesn't feel stripped. It feels really moisturized. And you can see I wash my face really thoroughly. I wash my face like my ancestors did. So I don't just clean my face, I make sure to splash water on my face. So basically, I do a deep cleanse on my face every single day. So yeah, my ancestors will be very proud to see that I'm following in their footsteps. So this just makes sure my face is really clean and it is still moisturized, because when I dry my face off, it doesn't like feel too dry and it still feels moisturized. So I really love this cleanser. It's so cheap. I've been to several countries in the world. I've lived in Europe, Asia, and I've tried different high-end skincare, and nothing comes close to these natural skincare products that I use. I love it. So you can see my hair is starting like crazy there, and it turned out very clean and still moisturized. I just love the fact that it's so clean. I went ahead to do a blow dry and my scalp feels so clean and my hair was so soft and felt really good. I hope you find this really helpful, and I'll put a list of the oils that I use in my face cleanser and in my shampoo. Thank you so much for watching. God bless. Hello everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in today. Today I'll be showing you how to make this beautiful, vibrantly colored, emulsified salt scrub. It will make a really wonderful gift idea this holidays. I'm just showing how it turned out, and it turned out really great. As you can see, it's nice and compact, and I went ahead to use it on my skin, and it was really moisturizing and very cleansing, and I loved it. I hope you like it too, definitely. So if you want to know how I made this, definitely stay tuned till the end. I will be sharing the recipe as well. I will be including that on the website for you to make yours if you're interested in making this. So first you'll be needing fine sea salt. So we saw this on our website. Very affordable. You can get a whopping 2 pounds for just $10. So here we have the emulsifying wax, which is one of the main ingredients that I'll be using in this recipe, and I will be adding some beeswax. So we sell organic beeswax on the website. It's really nice and pure, and we have cetyl alcohol, which I'll be adding as a thickener in this recipe. So if you want a lighter version of your salt scrub, then you can definitely add this more sparingly. So this is the fractionated coconut oil that I'll be adding, and I'll be adding some coconut oil as well in this recipe. I'll also be adding some vitamin E oil just to wrap everything up because of the oils that I'm including in this recipe. So I've gone ahead to blend the coconut oil and the coconut oil here, and I will be adding all the ingredients and mixing everything together. So a salt scrub is a pretty simple DIY to make at home. You really don't need to to ever purchase a salt scrub because it's so easy and cheap to make yours, and you can use this to make gifts for friends and family these holidays. So I'm just adding the wax and everything together. I will be proceeding to melt everything down over a double boiler, preferably. So I'm adding the oil. I already mixed everything together. So You can choose any other oil that you like. Cleansing oils like sweet almond oil and coconut oil and jojoba oil would definitely work. And you can also incorporate a face and body oil here if you have it at home. You can also order this on the website. We have a bunch of carrier oils that are pure and organic that are very cleansing that you can use in this recipe. So this is a salt scrub. You want to definitely make sure that you have the salt. I'm sorry. You want to make sure you have a really nice blend of the finely grained salt. So the thicker ones may not work in this recipe. So you should definitely go with this fine version. And I'm adding it in here and proceeding to mix it. I really like this stage because it's interesting to watch the salt just melt into the oil and get incorporated nicely. And if you're just making this recipe for the first time, you may just feel panicked because you can see the oil on top and you just want to add more salt. Please do not, because it would end up getting thicker and thicker. So you definitely don't want to do that, because the idea of an emulsified scrub is that you have the salts being compacted and not flaky and just dropping everywhere. So I added some vitamin E, and you can see the scrub just kept on transforming. It's getting thicker. So the beeswax there, the emulsifying wax, and the cetyl alcohol were definitely in action. So if you want it to be lighter, definitely add less amount of salt than the recipe calls for. Because for me, I wanted it to be somehow thick because I wanted to use it on my legs mostly. But if you want to use it on your hands and maybe your upper body mostly, then you want to add just a little bit less salt than I did. So that will give you a lighter version of the scrub, but I wanted it to be more dense so that it could work very well on my legs. So I'm just going ahead here to split the scrub. You can see how it turned out. I love this consistency. This is exactly what I want. So I split it into two and just colored one of the batches. So this is a very good idea these holidays. You can color your creations using iron oxide. It's been FDA approved for food and for medicine. So some of the capsules that you take that are colored, they are coated with iron oxide. It doesn't react with anything. It is safe for food and it's not regulated in any way. So this iron oxide is a very good colorant for DIY creations like body scrub and any other thing you like to make this holidays. So you can color it with blue, yellow, red, and just make your scrub so beautiful. And you can add those into transparent glass jars, and you could decorate it with a ribbon and give it out to friends and family these holidays. Or you can sell it in your handmade store as well. I'm sure people would love to purchase it. I hope you have really enjoyed this video as much as I've enjoyed making it. And I already love the two colors. They just came out really nicely. And you can add some lemon essential oil to make it smell great. You can also just use fragrance oils and it will work great too. Thank you for watching. Have a great day. Hi everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in today. So today I will be showing you how to make this wonderful, dense, thick, rich, and creamy body butter. So this is our signature butter here at Oslov Organics. We just call it Oslov Body Butter. We call it our homemade butter pretty much because I make this at home. It is a selection of butters and oils in a good quantity, and it just results in very rich and creamy body butter that just absorbs easily to the skin. So it does come with 7 butters. So 7 distinct butters are ingredients here, and tamanu butter is one of them. We have mango butter, tukuma butter, ilipe nut butter, kupuasu butter, kokum butter, and murumuru butter. So I just show the different butters inside the blend. So I do have a mixture of the had butters. So butters like ilipe nut butter is had, and you have tamanu, which is soft, and then you have murumuru, which is soft, and you have tukuma butter, which is medium soft. So you have to know how to blend these butters in order to get a good texture that is not too greasy. And then I'll be adding Oslov carrier oil blend. So we have 12 virgin organic carrier oils in that bottle. And I'll be adding vitamin E and, of course, essential oils. So in this butter, I do use citrusy essential oils to just give it a very nice scent. And the butter turns out pure white when whipped. So if you balance out your butters properly, you would be able to get this texture here. So that's a blend, that's the oil blend. So because I'm making a big batch, so that's why I have it in that big jar. And I melted the butters and allowed it to sit a little bit. So because I'm working with hard butters, I don't like it to solidify too much, just so my work is not longer. However, if you're doing something like this, like if you're basically whipping up the oils, then you have to wait for everything to settle when you're done. So if you use a stand mixer, it would add a lot of air into your mix, and then you just have to wait really for a good amount of time for it to settle before you then put it into your jars. So obviously I had to keep whipping it up. So what I do when I whip up oils, I whip it up a little bit and I wait a little bit for the butters to sort of solidify a little bit, and then I go back in and whip it up some more. So that's what I've done here. And after a while, the oils started coming together, and then I just started whipping it up again. And now you have this creamy texture that sort of looks like a dense conditioner. So it really turns out to be a very nice body butter in the end. So the oils here that are combined in our face and body oil, they're argan nut oil, jojoba oil, olive oil, sweet almond oil, evening primrose oil, rosehip oil, macadamia oil, grapeseed, avocado, apricot, castor oil. So there's a lot of oils. So like I always show in my other videos, I set aside some oil to top up as I go once I start whipping. So I don't put everything in the refrigerator to solidify. I just want to make sure that I get the texture that I'm looking for. That's why I always leave out some oils. So one thing I really like about this body butter that I invented is that it's not greasy. Even though there's a bunch of butters and oils here, it is not greasy, and I don't add any powders or anything. Like people add arrowroot powder to absorb some of the oils, but I have not added it. I do not add it to this body butter. I just leave it as is, and on its own, it doesn't feel dense or greasy. It just absorbs. It's very silky. You would absolutely love it. I think it's the balance. Of course, it is. It is the balance of the ilipe, kokum, the softer butters, medium soft butters. That's what gives it the texture, this beautiful texture in the end. So if you're wanting to make this in large quantities, then you just make sure to use more bottles of our face and body oil, or you blend those oils in the right proportion yourself, and then make sure to add the butters in the right proportion. So I will be giving the recipe in the description so that you know what quantities to add. And we also sell this on our website, of course, if you're not wanting to deal with the hassle of adding 7 butters and then 12 carrier oils just for one body butter. Just order this and you'll be good to go. I hope you found this video helpful, especially with the holidays coming up. You want to offer your customers lovely high-end creations. Definitely stay tuned. I will be putting out more DIYs and recipes and everything wonderful. Have a good one. Thank you for watching. Hi everyone, thanks so much for tuning in today. Today I'm showing tucumar butter and what it looks like and how it behaves when you work with it in body butter and hair butter mixtures. So I promise I'll be showcasing all our butters individually, and today I'll be working with tucumar butter. We have a wide range of natural butters that are awesome for skin and hair, but today I'll be showing you how to make whipped tucumar butter. So I'm whipping it up with some coconut oil, so extra virgin coconut oil, and some avocado oil, and our unique oil blend, which is a blend of 12 organic carrier oils. And I'll be adding some vitamin E into the mixture, and some kukui nut oil as well. And I would also be adding some essential oils. So basically what I'm doing is just working with the tucumar butter, but you can add any carrier oils that you like, as well as essential oils of your choice. It doesn't matter. Today I'm just using mostly tucumar butter in a large quantity just for you to understand how tucumar butter works. So it's obtained from tucumar seeds. So it just looks like palm fruit as well. That's very similar in the way they look. But yeah, tucumar butter is obtained from tucumar seeds. So usually our butters are cold pressed. So tucumar butter is cold pressed from the seeds of this wonderful Brazilian tucumar plant. So it's also from the same family as murumuru palm, which both of them do have the silicone-like properties that make them so incredible for skin and hair. So you know the procedure, I already melted it down and allowed it to solidify. So I had to go somewhere that day, so I just left it in the refrigerator, and it took a while for me to get it out. But you can see it's still soft. It did not form like a glass texture. So that definitely makes it a lot different. So it gives some hope. But yeah, I definitely want to power through because I left it for a day, which is one of the things you definitely should not do. But basically, you can then see that tucumar butter is very pliable. It's not a very stiff butter, because if it was, it would just be gritty and just hard to navigate. But as you can see, it's breaking down gradually because it's just soft, and I also mixed it with some oils. So if you have one of the oils that I mix it with, that would work. So if you have coconut oil, or if you have avocado oil, or if you have a organic oil blend, then you can also just add that to balance the butter out. So tucumar butter is an excellent emollient, and it definitely brings some softness to the skin. It has a very low and it doesn't clog the pores, so it's not one of those butters that would build up on your scalp. It's very rich in lauric and oleic acids, which definitely contribute to balance the effects that it has on the hair and on the skin. So many people don't like the synthetic silicone products out there just because they cause buildup on the scalp and also on the skin over time. but this is a natural alternative to synthetic silicone because it gives a natural silicone gloss to dry hair and also to hair that is damaged, and it does add some lubrication to the skin, and it gives it a very soft and smooth look. So there's many ways to use tucumber butter. You can add it to soaps, to your creams and lotions. So I'm just topping up with the oils now. So most of what you've been seeing is just the tucumber butter. So you can see that on its own. It's very soft. However, this period of the year, it's pretty warm out here in the state of Massachusetts. So the butter's melty, like, yeah, not melty, but then they're easily melted because the weather is warm. So it definitely helps the butters. I would also make a video to show you how to keep your butters from just melting down now that it's getting really hot. I'll be making a video on the products that you can use to add some stability to your DIY creations. So, like I said, tucumber butter just have this natural silicone gloss that it adds to skin and hair care products. So if you're looking to get your hair looking more shiny and not too damaged, then tucumber butter is definitely one of the products you should consider because it has those very high levels of lauric, oleic, and mystic fatty acids, which definitely add to keep your hair moisturized and soft. So you can use it for cold and hot processed soaps and lotions, lip balms, lipsticks, sun for caring for your skin after you come out of the sun, or for caring for your feet, and also you can use it in your hair conditioners. So it's just one of those products that has multi faceted uses that you can apply it to, and it has no toxic chemicals in it. Our butters are cold pressed and they're extracted without hexane. So one thing you want to be sure about the suppliers that you obtain your butters from is that the butters are cold processed and they are naturally extracted without using chemicals. So some of the companies that you find that make their butters in molds and different designs, they would normally melt it down again after they obtain it from the manufacturers. But we just package it and send it to you. So the butter has been not altered that much. Sometimes you can't help it. Of course, these companies also have to manufacture in large quantities, so that's one of the ways they do it. But for us, we're a smaller company. We do not melt it down and put it in squares and different other shapes. So one thing you would need to do if you're working with, if you're making soaps, is to know the amount of quantity to add. So you would need, for cold processed soaps, that would be about 3 to 6%. And for lotions and creams, maybe 3 to 5%. And normally for lip balm, 5% to almost like 100%. So this butter has a relatively average melting point, which is about 83 to 97 degree Fahrenheit. So if you want to minimize the greasy feel of your end product, you might do well using about 1 to 3% of cornstarch or arrowroot powder, as you wish. For me, I don't necessarily want the butter to be matte. I mean, we know butters are oily, but if I want to achieve a more matte finish, I normally select a combination of butters and oils that would give that result. So you would be looking to add products like cocoa butter that would give that would sort of help to balance out the oils in your DIY creations. So one of the things that people normally ask us is how can I achieve a butter that is less greasy and doesn't solidify after I whip it up. Like I always answer, you just need the right combination of butters in order to achieve that goal. So as you can see, when I started this process, it was a bit, it looked scary because the butter was really dense. I left it sitting because I had to do other things. I had to go out for a whole day. I left it overnight, and then I brought it out of the refrigerator and left it on the countertop to just sit for a while. Because what you don't want is to be whipping butters up when they're very cold or straight out from the freezer or the refrigerator, because it would just start solidifying. So you just want to bring it out at room temperature before you start the process. So for me, I don't usually like to pipe the butters because it just gets more messy and more cleanup and a lot of wastage. So I just put it directly in the containers. So we do sell handmade products, which 8 ounce. We have 16 ounce, 5 ounce, 6 ounce. But in the end, we weigh the butters. It doesn't matter if your butter doesn't balance into the container. That if it's not sitting completely, you still get the weight that you pay for. Just because, yeah, I just like to minimize waste. I just stuff it in there and it all balances out in the end. And you get the 8 ounce that you pay for. So these butters are very dense and they last very long. If you want to use them for your skin or for your hair, they can last as long as 3 to 6 months if you're not too heavy handed. Like me, my hair, I know my hair loves the butters, so I usually use it as a sealant after I apply leave-in conditioners and light oils. I then go ahead to add my butters, and it just keeps my hair moisturized for a lot longer than it would if it wasn't sealed properly. So thank you so much for watching this video. Please don't forget to subscribe. Thank you.